the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the Virginia Cavaliers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Cavaliers will kick it away to start us off. Here's the return from inside his 10. So Florida State's offense will start this game off. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Tatum. He's got him. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Noles will line up to punt it away. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. So Virginia's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And the Cavaliers come to the line in the hurry-up. Let's take a minute here and think about Virginia. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back, a guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Cavaliers will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. Turning it on! He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Red pass, it's complete. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Tatum. Quick completion on the out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of it.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles! So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. All right, guys, let's talk for just a moment about Virginia. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting. Breaks into the open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Cavaliers want to crank the tempo. And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Got him downfield. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Let's take a minute here and think about Virginia. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit for them, Jesse. I'm sure you saw they got a 3-star quarterback last week. And for a program like this, that can be a great building block.
That was a massive win for them. There were so many bigger programs after this guy, and yet he ended up here. And because of that, he is now a key building block, not just for this offense, but for the team moving forward. Lots of people very excited. And a lot of people expect to win right now just because of how good this 3-star QB is.
The Cavaliers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. He'll keep it himself. Creates a little space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's going to take off. At the 35, he's got room. Speeding down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Noles!
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but I don't care if it's Archie or Eli back there. We've come to learn that no lead is safe inside Vaught Hemingway. They are up by 7 over LSU. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Back to pass, it's Hairston. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. All right, guys, let's talk for just a moment about Virginia. Great pickup on the defensive front. Three-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
They'll give it to the back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game.
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Connors. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw, it's Hairston. Under fire. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Cavaliers send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Takes it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. The RPO, it's complete. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there, this guy should be an impact player day one.
Muscling ahead on third and short. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. And the Seminoles will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Rides the back. Oh, he's got a chance. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Connors. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Cavaliers headed quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Hairston. Quickly out to the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
And the Cavaliers will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. The Seminoles in a good spot here with second and short. Off play action. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking for a man. It's Tatum. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Pulls and fires complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Florida State. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. The Cavaliers want to pick up the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that's now their third sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
Hines is back in the middle. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Cavaliers decide to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Dropping back, it's Tatum. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game. And you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got it in the middle, it's Connors. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Cavaliers in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Hairston. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Let's see what he can do with it. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
And the Noles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Hauls it in. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Motion from the wideout. They want to run this quarterback.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He's got it on the right. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. The Noles line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now on second down. To the air, it's Tatum. Got it in the middle, it's Johns. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
The pull and throw off the RPO. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Trying to pull his way in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Go straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Seminoles.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give to the tailback. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Seminoles will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Hairston. They're working that left side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Give to the running back. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Under fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got it along the sideline. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Cavaliers have this offense rolling. The give to the back. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And
quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's third down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They'll leave it with him. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
To the air, it's Tatum. He's got it. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start putting a lot of pressure.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Might be changing the route. Wants to throw again. Going for the big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And the ball comes to rest right there.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
Handoff to the single running back. Can't get him to the ground. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1. Gets him out to the 5.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Last completion move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for a man. It's Hairston. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Brings it down on the right side. Turning on the Jets. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Looking downfield, it's Hairston. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Caught over the middle. It's Connors. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Cavaliers want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. The Cavaliers will punt it away on 4th down. 4th down coming up. Secures it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Trying to make magic with his feet. Racing down the left side. The 20. He's at the... And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Noles.
And that's the danger on defense. Playing this guy, you have got to keep him in the pocket. If you let him get outside, he can hurt you throwing it, or he can take off and kill you. And that's what he did right there. Moving forward, they have got to do a better job containing this QB.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Ole Miss is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that looks like it did when Archie and Eli were here.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air. It's Hairston. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll move the wide receiver. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Now, 4th down.
We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And the Cavaliers line up to punt it away. He'll haul it in right around the logo. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. He's going to run it. Quarterback gets the first down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
He leaves it with his back. Squirted out. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. And the Noles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the run. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He'll bring it out. It's Burgess. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the 4th quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. You got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Back to pass, it's Walters. Rushes on him. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Right on target this time. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He lofts one down the sideline. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Got room on the return. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Seminoles. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Back to throw, it's Walters. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Oh, they're after him. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Noles. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. And the returner is stopped.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
Using his legs, it's Tate. Cross the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
They punted away on 4th down. No fair catches here, looking for room. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Tight end now in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And the Seminoles will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Arizona is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Tucson, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by just 2 over Baylor. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw, it's Walters. The safe ball on the wide receiver screen.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. The Cavaliers send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He's got it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well, and they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Power football with the run. Oh, it's loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
To the air, it's Walters. He's going up top here late in the game. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from. You try to.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
They get the W.